Hey guys, it's Magician1099 and welcome back to SpyParty finally! It's finally time to play some more SpyParty. It's been about a month or so since my last video, and today is the semi-finals against Seizureman. If I beat him, I will be moving on to the finals, and I'll be playing against Canadian Bacon once again, because he defeated Slappy Davis in their semifinals. But I am very, very nervous. Seizureman has about 1,500 more games than me, so we'll see how this turns out. Now, unfortunately, during this playthrough, my recording crashed a total of maybe 3 times, so I am going to do post-commentary for the entire video this time. Hopefully it won't be too big of a deal, but I'll just be commentating on what I'm doing. Alright, here we go on the first game. We've decided that I would be the sniper for the first game, and as always, we're going to be casting in casting mode so you don't see what's happening next. Without further ado, let's go! Alright, so I'm memorizing statues, 311 threes, I believe it was. I'm gonna watch for fast levers. I see purple left really fast, so I'm gonna highlight her. Low light the cast some more. Microfilm is off. I highlight yellow, he could be done with statues. And he's also gonna go to fingerprint yellow, so he's one of my top suspects. I see the purloin. I'm not sure. I was pretty sure it was a green. So I'm going to highlight Bondo, but it also could be purple. I also highlight green plaid just in case my eyes were playing tricks on me. That means it can't be yellow because he was at statues. Nothing. And I think I see Bondo cut an animation. Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw that during... Oh, I think I see the path here. And I see him leave really fast after he delivers the briefcase, so he's definitely my top. I'm not sure if I saw the cut animation in that conversation, but I'm pretty sure I saw the fast briefcase. I noticed the time ad. I didn't actually see him check his watch, but I noticed him at Windows, so I'm fairly confident it's him, but there's no way he's done. So I'm just going to wait and see what he does. I know he's gotten purloin done. He could have a possible fingerprint done. Haven't seen him go into statues yet. Not sure why I highlight snaps there. And I see the cut animation there as well. And I don't like that entry. And he talks pretty fast, and I'm just going to shoot. So that is 1-0 me. Alright, we're moving on to ballroom with me as spy. I'm red dress here, and we're gonna go ahead and get a quick flirt. And nothing much is happening here. I know that Seizureman kind of looks for redirects at the very beginning of the game. Just to say it, because I watched some of his videos, which is youtube.com/coredeep, I believe. Little plug for his channel. It's CORDEEP. You'll learn a lot about SpyParty on his channel as well. I don't know why I went into this conversation. Fairly useless, maybe just to run the timer flirt off. Not very good bouncing, but hey. I don't think I'm quite close enough to get another green. Yeah, well, that's a white test anyway. So now we're at 85%. And I cut an animation there. Not great, but hopefully you didn't notice that. I'm gonna go to statues, probably get my highlight. Alright. And put it back. I believe the Amba still has a blue book, so I won't be able to get the fingerprint off the blue bookshelf yet. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my flirts up here for... And all I need is a white test. There we go. I'm probably not gonna purloin. Amba still hasn't put away the book yet. Double agent is in a different conversation too. Not the greatest place to purloin. I'm not really doing anything here. Weird path. That was a nice bounce. And I get low lit for it. And I do another great bounce. At this point, I'm pretty confident I am low lit. But I believe I forget that further into the game. But right there and then there, I felt pretty good that it was worthy of low light. Not the best path to statues, but there's going to be my second inspect. And inspects is going to be done. Ideally, we get contact and bug. Those are my preferred missions when I'm in this situation of only doing soft tells. I could have bugged there. I'm going to plan to bug. Hopefully the DA at bookshelves comes in here so I can DA and bug. Or BB and bug. And of course, the Imba leaves as expected. In a magical world, she would stay. But of course, now the double agent has the briefcase, and now I have to purloin so that I finish missions, and now I'm gonna go for bug, and then at this point I realize it's any 5 of 7. Oh, I felt so bad. I forgot that with the Summer Cup, any 5 of 7 is the make it harder for spies set, and now I just gotta hope he shoots the wrong person. Probably not gonna BB, but... And he takes that one, and it is now 1-1. We're moving on the balcony. I am sniper this round. I'm gonna low light the Amba. Not sure what to think about that path by orange dress. I notice Dots is the first talker.
Banana bread.
And I see white and orange talking during banana bread. Orange talked last, so she is my top suspect. And she talks again, which makes me think that she's getting the flirt. But white talks again after that, which doesn't help my case. At this point, I really don't think it's anyone else. I think it's orange and white. Other people would probably flirt by now. White leaves first, which does make me consider it to be him. But orange talks again. Right after Dots entered too, so maybe... I didn't think it was a timer flirt, because why would you talk? It's been less than 45 seconds, but I do consider after green dots entered that she talks. I don't actually memorize flirt, though, in the course of this game. White talks immediately after entering, and now it's just really a 50-50 shot here. I really don't think it's anyone else, so I'm going to low light everyone else. It's probably not the best idea on balcony, but hey. So, and I'm just waiting to see who does what first. Orange dress talks, I'm talking in my head. I'm gonna shoot in 8 seconds if white doesn't do anything. 2, 1, and I just shoot. After this game, I checked the log, and sure enough, he was 0.3 seconds away from winning. But that goes to me. And I'm Spy. Come on, seduction target? Alright, right next to me. Although a lot of people are in this conversation, so I think I'm gonna BB first in hopes of getting a green. And here I go. And it's a white test,
Banana bread.
which is not great. I really don't want to flirt right after this because that's a double talk. I don't know if he finds that suspicious, but I know I'm gonna risk not getting a 51%. Hopefully he stays in there. I'm gonna flirt right after and he leaves. Of course. That's unfortunate. Well, now I'm just gonna get a drink, and I'm just gonna wait. A lot of interesting lights Seizureman is getting here. Seduction target is still not in the conversation, and then he enters on the far side, and at this point I feel like I'm not gonna finish flirts. There's only a minute on the clock, and things are not good. So I'm just gonna hope I can either get a bug or get him to shoot someone else. Gonna come over here and get a drink. I didn't want to stay in the conversation for too long because now the meta is if you just stay there the entire game, you're going to get highlight. Although that's different among people. He's getting a lot of interesting lights here. He's really considering his low lights and bringing them back to neutral lights. Wow, look at those lights. And of course, Blue Danger takes the Emba's possible spot for me to bug. And now at this point, I really have nothing else I can do. There's already been a BB. I really don't want a fake BB because that really enforces the idea I'm baiting a shot. And it looks like he's gonna win this one. I really thought he was gonna shoot Red Plaid that game because he was the third person to talk during the BB, I believe. And he did a lot of talking this game. So unfortunately he wins that one. Alright, Courtyard 2, it's any 4 of 7 instead of 4 of 6, which is considered the meta, and I'm the sniper. Nothing much happening. A lot of people going to statues in the beginning. I'm gonna highlight them. I probably should change that at some point, because now the meta is that people don't go to statues at the beginning to avoid being highlighted. Watching Purloin. Watching Bug as well. I actually missed the Bug by Blondo, but I noticed that he goes to the statue right after one of my other highlights, so I'm considering maybe a green swap might happen. But I see the statue doesn't swap, but I keep the highlight. A lot of people go into statues this game, which is very unfortunate for me. Watching Bug here. Nothing happens. Too many people go into statues. Nothing else is happening right now. Doesn't look like it, at least. No swap has been done. I noticed brown dress with the briefcase. That's a possible print. Possible bug path by Yellow Danger, I believe. I also keep in mind red tie getting close to the Amba. Oh, I actually didn't notice that red dress walked through the middle of the CC there. I believe she did.
And the end of red.
I see BB, it's not red tie, and it's also not yellow jacket. I'm pretty suspicious of Yellow Danger for that bug path, so I fake low like red and yellow. I don't think it's brown and blue, but I have to be consistent, so if I'm not going to low light for people who don't have a DA in their conversation, but they're not doing anything after that, so I'm just going to low light those. I may have noticed Blondo's fast talk, but I'm not sure. I think I'm still pretty suspicious of Yellow Danger. Both of them leave. I think Yellow Danger and Blondo are my two high suspects. I see he goes to statues. I missed the swap there. He might get away with it. 3 seconds left. I see him leave right away. I don't actually have to see the swap, and I shoot it. 0.3 seconds away from winning again. And that one goes to me. Spy's End. Wow, what are you doing, AI? Didn't want to be here. This is pretty useless for me unless I bug. Which I might do, considering where his laser is. I'm gonna get rid of the drink, so if there is an opportunity to bug, I will. And he's all the way over there. I could bug, but it doesn't look like it anymore. Oh, I am going to anyway, and... Oh, he highlights me. I don't think I know that, though. I think I got away with it, scot-free. Scot-free? Yeah, that's the expression. Talk, green test, flirt. He hasn't shot me yet, so he may forget he saw the bug. Or a possible bug. I'm not gonna purloin here. And I'm gonna go to statues. And he shoots me. So yeah, he saw the bug. And that one goes to him. Lane High Rise any 3 of 5. Seizureman has kept Bug, Swap, and Purloin as the hard tells, and we have Seduce and Fingerprint as the soft tells. Not sure what he's thinking. Obviously, you know, it's a bit different than how I would do it. A lot of people go into statues. White Danger could be done. A low light cast. Watching Bug. And I noticed snaps at bookshelves, so I'm going to watch for that microfilm there. And then I noticed the statue changed. And I'm just going to shoot because it's too early for someone else to swap. So that one goes to me. Second game on High Rise was me as Spy. And it looks like I'm going to go ahead and get a quick flirt here for 34%. Not the best. Oh, he leaves right away, which is pretty good actually for me. I'm going to go into this conversation circle probably. Oh no, I'm just going to stand by the window, see where everything is. I see red plaid is done at bookshelf, so I'm going to try and get this flirt in. I might, and I'm not going to. Well, I think I also come here because I mistaken the Amba being here for a fingerprint, and when I notice there is no fingerprint, it's a little disappointing. And I go to my backup plan, which is probably do nothing this game. I've picked Bug, Contact, Inspect, Seduce, and Fingerprint, which is all the Softails except Bug. And I usually pick this set for competitive matches because it requires the sniper to do a lot of counting, as in counting how many people went to statues, whether they could have finished or not, how many people have taken or have picked up the briefcase for fingerprint and stuff like that. It requires a lot of counting and a lot of uncertainty, which is why I use this set a lot for competitive games. And I think I'm going to go with that because it's not looking good. I only have a 34% flirt and we're already about a minute and a half. I think it's a minute and a half in this game. Seduction target does come back though, so I do consider flirting. You know, if you're gonna talk, you might as well flirt. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of suspicious people in this game. Again, Seizureman's getting a lot of interesting lights. I'm not watching them closely enough, but they're accurate so far, and they're very, very good. I'm not gonna purloin here. Again, I'm just going with my strategy of not doing anything. Seduction target's always already over there, but I do get a fingerprint off the drink. So I'm reconsidering I could try and finish missions if my seduction target is helpful enough, but now... And the DA's in this conversation, but I don't think I'm going to use that. I am going to fingerprint. He hasn't shot anyone yet, which gets me concerned, so I'm going to go ahead and fingerprint. Wait to see what the Amba does. Fingerprint is done. I could do Seduce and DA. Seduction target is in the conversation. He hasn't shot anyone yet. It looks like I'm going to have to finish missions.
And in the red.
There's the BB. It's a green BB, which is great for me. Now I'm going to flirt. Hopefully the seduction target doesn't leave. And 10 seconds are on the clock. He could still shoot me, although I highly doubt it. And that was a very intense game. That was a nice rush. I'm very proud of that game there. Alright, we're on gallery. I'm the sniper here. I'm keeping track of Bug because there is no swap. And I'm also seeing if there's anyone going down outside when they really don't have to. Highlight for the inspect, I notice orange leaves kind of fast. And I realize I'm not watching microfilm, and I'm also not watching purloin. And at this point I'm thinking, well, this is not a good start. For rushes at least, so I have a feeling he's gonna win this one. Just from that initial beginning and how focused I am, I was pretty sure I'm gonna win this one. I'm not sure what I'm focusing on in this game right now. I think I'm watching the pathing near the corridor. I've been keeping track of books at none. That great grammar. That was amazing. Haven't been keeping track of books at all this game, which I catch myself not doing, which I try to
fix right now. Although I think it's kind of a little late. But luckily, Seizureman hasn't really done anything. He gets a green purloin, which I completely miss. I think I noticed the purloin here. I'm fairly confident it's a green test, but I highlight him just in case. Could be snaps, but I'm fairly confident that was a green test. I don't think it's purple dress because I saw her earlier with the book, so I'll highlight her now, and I realize that's pretty risky because I may have noticed it late. Highlight Yellow Danger for the statue visit. Overall, it's been a pretty messy game. I noticed brown dress pathing or bouncing around Amba, and I low-light her because it looks like I'm going to need it this game. Keeping track of fingerprint, none at all. I did it again. I don't think I didn't keep track of fingerprint at all this game, so any fingerprinted items are not being kept track of this game. Watching microfilm, I noticed blue has blue and yellow has red. Yellow blues as well. Seizureman is pretty non-suspicious so far in this game. I noticed a lot of good bouncing in the corridor. Could be snaps. I'm not sure I like that. Collision. But yeah, so far, Seizureman is really under my radar here. Keeping track of microfilm in the back. I kind of missed Snap's pathing, which I regret, but it's getting down to the wire, so I'm keeping track of Bug, and I'm also watching microfilm. I don't think I'm watching Yellow Danger. I completely missed the fact that he's going to another statue, and that's time. I'm also watching Blondo in the bottom right. I'm saying if there is no overtime, I'm going to shoot him. But since it is overtime, I had to shoot someone at statues. And I shot, or almost shot, Yellow Danger purely because he left faster from the statue than Snaps. Unfortunately, the shot was too late to sink, and he gets away with that game. Here's another gallery game. I don't want to be here, and I don't want to be by the Amba, so I do some really weird pathing here. Horrible pathing. I really hope he didn't see that. I really hope I don't get shot. Amba's at red bookshelf, so I could fingerprint it later. But I go ahead and get this foot here. Amba leaves the red bookshelf, so that is possibly fingerprintable. I haven't flirted yet. There we go. Here's the 34%. I'm going to reject the drink because I plan on fingerprinting. I see red flag there, which is kind of good. I kind of like it when I get there for a difficult fingerprint, but only problem is I'm bad at it. As you can clearly tell, I failed the difficult action test for the fingerprint, and now fingerprint is pretty much out of my mind as a mission. Gonna come in here to flirt again. Not too worried about fast talking, and I noticed his laser was off to the left from my point of view, so I'm completely comfortable with stop talking. I'm probably gonna microfilm just because I have this book. He may have highlighted me already because he may have not known where that book came from. I was happy with that first bounce. The second bounce was general, wasn't as good, and I'm gonna go ahead and get fingerprint done clean here. Hopefully he doesn't highlight me, but in my head I am. I always think I'm highlight after I do a I don't know what you call from book taking a book out and putting it in the other. I can't speak today. Not the opposite of the action test microphones. I always suspect I'm highlight after that, simply because I get highlight after that a lot these days. But I have Seduce and microfilm done. Not sure what my plan is. I'm probably gonna have to bug. But I'm gonna go to statues here. It's a little late for statues, but hopefully I can get inspects and probably bug. Or maybe purloin if all goes wrong. I do pick up a fingerprintable statue, which is, I think, part of the reason why I went there. I'm gonna get my 2 inspects. One's a red test, which is not great. Then I put the statue down, realizing a split second after I see the dialogue box that had two options there, I realized I put a fingerprintable statue down, and I hate myself for it. Which means fingerprint is out of the question, as it should have been at the very beginning. But now I need to go to statues again, which means I have to purloin here. Hopefully he doesn't catch it. I have to gulp it. Hopefully he's not looking at the guest list, and now I have to get my 2nd inspect here. If I'm not shot here, I'm pretty confident. Oh no, I don't go to inspects, that's right. I feel like people are more likely to get shot for inspects on this map. So I'm gonna go for the bug, which can be really risky.
And he shot someone else to my surprise. But with that shot, that'll do it for the set. I win!
So I hope you guys enjoyed that set, and more importantly, I'm moving on to the finals, and I never thought I would get this far. But I'm going to be facing Canadian Bacon. It's going to be a rematch from the qualifiers, and hopefully I can win my first ever championship, I guess, after only a year of playing SpyParty. But until then, hopefully next week, I'll see you guys next time.